And now it's time to see what's coming out today for our media partner, the Baltimore Banner.
Yes, the Oscars are this Sunday, and columnist Leslie Grace Reeder says you can find a little of Baltimore in all of the Best Picture nominees. Leslie, good morning. We were thrilled when we heard we would be chatting with you about this. So talk about these Baltimore connections.
Well, first of all, I want to say, I don't know if you guys can see my Burt Reynolds shirt. This is in honor of he was a friend of mine in the late part of his life, and he is an Oscar nominee. My Burt Reynolds shirt. Yes, there you go.
Okay, we see
There's
the hat.
bandit.
Now we see the eyes.
Yes.
Okay, great.
There you go. Anyway, shout out to Burt, wherever you are. The cool part was I had always joked to my editor, I can make any story about Baltimore. Just try me. It's a challenge. The gauntlet is thrown. But then I found out that Bill Kramer, who is the CEO of the Motion Picture Academy of Arts and Sciences, is from Timonium, went to Delaney High School. So,
Whoa.
Oh, Timonium.
Good old Timonium.
Yes.
So I didn't even have to look that hard. But he was really cool, and we have another story of an Oscar extra coming with him on Monday in the Banner, so look out for that. But what I did was I looked at all of the movies, and there's 10 of them, so there's a lot. But I would try to find like common themes, and some of it's about gender, some is about race. I think a lot of it is about hope. Some of it's about gentrification, some of the really gross parts of it. And I just thought that there were parts of it that seemed very familiar, both personally to me and my story and my love affair with Baltimore and to the city in general. The one that I found the most resonant was American Fiction. Have you seen it?
No.
American Fiction is about...
We're so sorry, Leslie.
That's okay. It's about a writer who is black, who writes these books that are highfalutin and no one wants to read them. So in a fit of pique and just drunkenness, he writes this terribly stereotypical book called My Pathology, but it's spelled pathology. Like, it's just, he just goes for it, and he gives it to his agent, and his agent actually sells it for millions of dollars because people are more interested in that version of blackness than they are of his stodgy version. And as like I got a bougie black girl raised here trying to explain to people from other places that middle class and upper class black people actually exist, I was like, interesting. And it's a lot about identity and how you and others view what you think your identity is supposed to be. There's another movie that was very hard to watch called The Zone of Interest.
I heard of that, yes.
It's about literal Nazis. But what it's about, it's based on the true story of the family of the commander of Auschwitz. And so in the movie, his family, much like the people who are like, not in my backyard, it's not that bad, but it reminded me of the fact that they're trying to pretend that they don't hear the screams or the gunshots, that they don't see the ash, you know, and like, oh, look how my roses are so pretty. And they're like passing out some of the clothes that were taken from the people who were about to be killed. I mean, it's just, and they're trying to go about it. So like, oh, my kids are so cute. Oh, look at my flowers. Oh, we built the arbor there so we wouldn't see the wall of Auschwitz. And it just reminded me that if we don't take the time in this society and in this city to actually see what's going around us, we can wall ourselves off from it, and we can make other people just inconveniences and not actually people.
Leslie, great lesson.
Right.
Heavy, but yes, we are with you.
It's marinating. Thank you, Leslie.
It's the whole thing. Did you see any of them? Did you see Barbie?
Okay, I've seen a few. I did want to see Zone of Interest, though. I've been hearing a lot of good things about that. I'm going to watch Poor Things. No, Poor Things with Emma Stone, and then Killers of the Flower Moon this weekend. That's what I decided.
Excellent. Did you see Barbie?
Yes.
We saw Barbie.
Yes.
Leslie, I'm just going to blame it on my 10-month-old. I promise I'm going to get out from under my rock, and I'm going to see some of these movies. Check in with me in a couple years.
You have every excuse. But Barbie, very quickly, I think, fit to me because it's about utopia. It's this idea of that things are better in another place, that things are better, because she thinks she's living in a perfect time, in a perfect place, and she has no idea because she's never been anywhere else. And I think that if we get outside of our comfort zone and we say, even if things are hard, even if things are challenging, even if there's a little graffiti somewhere, it's more real to who we are.
And on that note,
yes, that's why we need you, Leslie. Thank you.
And if you'd like to learn more about this story or others from the Baltimore Banner, you can head to thebaltimorebanner.com.